Let's start. Hashbou, Hashbi. Alacha A, Aleph. Nun Gimel.
Chénéminé.
Je vais pas faire ça. Sur la table.
Mitzvah, Sefirat, HaOmer, Taluya, Be'anshim, Ve'lo, Benashim. So the Sefirat of Sefirat HaOmer, it's on the men and not on the women.
What does it mean?
Sefirat HaOmer, Taluya, Be'anshim. So we say, basically, we have to count the days.
So not the woman, pas les femmes?
Taluya, ça compte. Basically, that's what they say. By us doing it, we transmit it to our wives.
It's not my question. What does it mean? They are not allowed to do?
No, she's allowed, but it's on her. She decided to do it.
So is it worthy for her or not?
For sure it's worth it.
Why? Pourquoi?
It's like her dabbling nets. She doesn't have to do. But if she dabbles nets, she benefits from it. She elevates. She goes higher.
Exactly. Basically, every time we don't force you to do something, when you do it by your own, chaque fois qu'on te force pas à faire quelque chose, si tu fais de toi-même, you had a higher price from that. So it means that if we have to decide who have to be the keeper of that mitzvah, we will say men's. You are the keepers. But it doesn't mean that the women are not allowed to do. Ça ne veut pas dire que les femmes n'ont pas le droit de faire la Sefirat HaOmer. C'est juste que les hommes, ils vont être jugés sur le fait que c'est vous qui devez faire le compte.
It's like Sukkot. Sukkot. They don't
Yeah.
have to.
Eh bien, attends, Hanan, bête.
C'est
rien à voir avec. Encore les vrais chambres là derrière, non? Quel seul Misra? Allez, Guillemets.
Take this one, Michel.
Worry about which one you're going to do.
Bête. So, quel Rabbi Enatan Hanan?
סדר הברכה אשר על ספירת העומר הוא בחינה אור
בבחינת.
בחינת אור המקיף כי אור הפנימי היה נמשך בזמן שבית המקדש קיים על ידי קורבן HaOmer.
So what they say basically is that the mitzvah of the Sefirat HaOmer, la mitzvah of the Sefirat HaOmer, it's connected, representing Or Makif, meaning feminine light or masculine light. What do you think? Masculine? You sure?
I thought Makif was always like a feminine light.
That case is feminine.
Yeah, that's what I also assumed. Yeah.
The mother gives a baby, and we learn that if the man is to be sexual, so the Makif is very built, and even though at one point the down that you have the Makif,
Or repeat your sentence, répète ta phrase.
Du coup, celui qui construit le Makif, c'est le masculin, c'est le père, et celui qui construit le Pnimi, c'est la mère.
Mais ça veut pas. Voilà, merci.
Le Makif, est-ce que c'est une
Merci. T'as compris ce que j'avais dit?
Dépend de la question, le Makif, c'est ça?
Non, c'est pas la question. J'ai mal compris.
C'est pas parce que tu es en charge de construire quelque chose que ça te représente. It's not because you are in charge to build a specific light that it means that it's you. Oh, Benjamin, welcome. Does it mean that it's you? It's a makif. It's feminine. From Bina. Mimi, it's from Yod. Inside. But Abba built the makif. That's why you will have to cut. The Abba construit makif.
We go to that.
Yeah. He or Pnimi'i Ayan Imsha Bizman. So you say, why do we say now that the Sefirat HaOmer is or makif?
It's round one.
So it means that when we had the temple, on avait le temple, Sefirat HaOmer was or Pnimi. So, explain like il explained now. Explique comme c'est expliqué maintenant. It seems to be that the destruction of the temple was a full plan. Because the complete light is a light which is in and out, inner and external. So it seems to be that the inner aspect of the Sefirat HaOmer was when the temple was standing. And we can only start to do the external aspect of the Sefirat HaOmer, meaning the Or Makif, to secure that light when the temple is destroyed. Of course. Of course, because a complete light has to be inner and external, une lumière complète doit être intérieur et extérieur. So if he's telling you that the inner aspect was till the end of the destruction of the temple, it means that if we have the temple now, we'll never be in the external aspect. We never have built the light properly, the light of the HaOmer. On n'aurait jamais construit la lumière du HaOmer proprement parce qu'il aurait toujours manqué la partie extérieure. All missing the external aspect.
Really, it doesn't seem like, I mean, I was under the impression that the temple itself represented both aspects, the internal and external.
The temple, yes, but not the mitzvot. Doing in the temple. Mitzvot, when they are done in the temple, they are building the inner aspect. But to be able to build the external aspect, they have to remove the temple. That's what it's saying.
That's why the galut, basically, we are building, all the galut is about doing the Or Makif. We don't know what it is.
Who are the Or Makif in the galut?
Who are the Or Makif in the galut?
The 7 nations?
Yes and no, but the Gerim. All the purpose of the galut was to get them. What is to get them to build the Or Makif of the Army Yehudi? That's why we need to destroy it, to go to build the external light. The second, the first, yeah. First temple. That's why when the temple will be built, we no more receive gear. Why? Because the Or Makif is built. It's built. Quand le temple est reconstruit, on prend plus de casse, le Or Makif il est construit.
והנה, אתה חריף
שנחב. נחב. נחב. You have chet and resh at the same time. What do you do? If you want to do it like Ethiopian, you say nechrav.
Okay. שנחב.
Because you have the chet first.
Okay. שנחב.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because you have sometimes we can do the resh with the throat. So people say resh. So I can say nechrav. If I want to do the resh with my tongue, nechrav.
והנה, אתה שנחב.
Nechav.
שנחב.
Nechav. It's all hey, it's not ha.
שנחב.
יפה.
This abbreviation, I don't know.
What is that?
I really don't know. מה זה?
You have to know this architect.
כן.
בעולם הזה.
בעולם הזה.
What is destroyed? The temple.
Yes.
נחב בעולם הזה. Yeah.
ואין בנו. בנו כוח להמשיכו. לכן אנו אומרים
אחר ברכת,
Achar.
אחר ברכת HaOmer. הרחמין,
Arachaman.
הרחמן הוא יחזיר לנו עבודת בית המקדש למקומה במהרה בימינו.
Amen. Vial yedeh.
ועל ידי כך
Netaken.
נתקן איזה תיקון בבחינת אור הפנימי.
Apinimi.
הפנימי.
So what's happened? It's like this. Now the temple is destroyed. Now the temple is détruit. So if the temple is destroyed, we are only dealing with the surrounding light. On fait que le hors makif. It said, but we still have some aspect of inner light which need to be fixed, even if we are in the surrounding light mode. On a toujours un aspect de l'ordre pnimi qui doit être fixé, même si dans un mode extérieur. How? When we finish to say the bracha of the HaOmer, and we say the Lamnatseya, what do you say? You say, Arachaman u yachzir lanu avodat bet hamikdash imkoma bimera be'amenu. By saying that, you bring some aspect of the inner light which used to be in the time of the temple. So when you will say that sentence, you have that sentence, that's pasuk, you have to think about the inner aspect of the external. Because in the external, you have also external of external and inner of external. So if you have the inner of external, it seems that to be that you still have a trace of the inner period. Because if I have Makif, I have the Pnimi of Makif, j'ai le Pnimi du Makif, and I have the Makif of Makif. And if I have in Pnimi, et quand je suis dans le Pnimi, I have the Pnimi de Pnimi, and the Makif de Pnimi. Even where we were dealing only with the temple, we had some aspect of Makif. So also when we are under the Makif, we have the aspect of Pnimi. But how is it in your Siddur? What is all the sentences written in Siddur? Comment la phrase est écrite dans votre Siddur? And Rabbi Shai, you got it?
Well, I did good.
Huh?
Well, I did good.
I want you to do the Dalits.
Because it's short.
Nah, I'll give it. I'll give it.
No, if I do long one, I do that. Hey, everything's up for negotiation.
So what is the right formula? C'est quoi la bonne formule? So repeat again your formula, Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Ishai, how it's written, comment c'est écrit dans vos siddur?
הרחמן הוא יחזיר עבודת בית המקדש למקומה במהרה בימינו.
So what is written now in the Shulchan Aruch?
הרחמן הוא יחזיר לנו עבודת בית המקדש למקומה במהרה בימינו.
So what do you do? Shalom
How
Bracha. So how do you do? איך אתה עושה? יחזיר לנו עבודת בית המקדש עם כל במהרה בימינו. Not the other, pas l'autre. Ah oui, ami. C'est tout moi. Get it? What's the difference? Quelle différence? מה ההבדל? בין יחזיר לנו, או, redis là, Abishai? Alors, redis la phrase? So the one there is lanu, the other there is no lanu. And now il y a lanu, d'autres il n'y a pas lanu. What does it mean? Ça veut dire quoi? Alors, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? What does it mean? בשביל שלנו גימטרי אלוקים, אוקיי? בסדר? What does it mean? מה זה אומרת? Comment?
C'est Elohim, donc c'est du côté des pinards, du côté des grottes, donc c'est le maquis, comme on a vu. C'est le féminin. Donc c'est le maquis.
L'équipe de Makif.
Oui, parce que c'est du côté féminin, on a vu que donc ça, c'est
This is Minak Betel. Qu'est-ce que tu dis en bas?
That's for the HaOmer?
Yeah.
en bas.
Ouais.
Donc Zayn. Ahamanko, Yarzir, Avodat. Hey, il n'y a même pas de l'anneau.
Ah, there's no lano. And lano. So what was it? מה זה אומרת?
On fait comme répéteur. Pourquoi est-ce qu'il a rire ajoute l'anneau? C'est le répéteur, le wider et because at that time they were really to the deepness of the galut.
Give me Ashkenazi Shidur. Ashkenazi Shidur.
Trevor, do you wake up every morning and do an HaOmer?
Every morning?
Slichot, yeah. Do Slichot every morning?
Now?
Do an HaOmer.
No, there's no sleep.
I'm not doing that.
You're the Omer?
Yeah.
No, there's no sleep.
Well, I'm thinking about the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're only by your sword.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Which page is it, Rabbi Benjamin?
380.
300? Non, dans les Sfaradi? Non, dans Ashkenazi.
Juste avant ce schéma, normalement, c'est la même page. 331.
31.
C'est après le et là, nous.
Ah, Haman, what is it? Ah, so what happened? You see what happened? It's a question of Minag. Ah, you see the Ashkenazi? Go in and out. You see here? What's happened with Lanu? Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec Lanu ici? Côté gauche de la gare, regarde, ça c'est la lacha. Côté gauche, là. What happened? Tu vois ou pas l'écran là?
Oui. Ici.
Non, l'écran, tu vois?
Ok, il a mis en parenthèse.
Ok, regarde.
Ah.
So what's happened Lanu, Makorim Lanu?
L'anneau, il est en parenthèse.
In the bracket, il est dans la parenthèse.
C'est une question de minage.
Even Minag, we have to explain. C'est Ashkenazi, mais put Lanu. Sfaradi, mais don't put Lanu.
For themselves, and the Sephardim want it for everyone.
What you say?
Ashkenazim, we just want it for ourselves. Yeah, and the Sephardim, we want it for everyone.
תודה רבה, very good definition.
He said it.
He explained everything.
We're learning from him. He's a great insight.
It's true.
It's a ridiculous notion. If you just add it for yourselves, the Shekhinah will not rest there. You know?
Why do you think we're done up with?
I'm saying, but it only rests if it's like the whole world is right.
But if you consider that our body is
We're gonna say it. Keep in mind. But we don't say land. So why did he put it in the halacha? Because it's a Ashkenazi rabbi who collects all the halachot here that we see. But he is honest. He had the brackets. I know it's not written like that. So Gimel Rabbi Mordechai.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was ready for hay.
This is the crossover.
I did the big boy.
This is the crossover. You said, "I prepare this." Ah, no, actually do what you was targeting. So Gimel.
Belayla Aleph, first day. HaOmer, HaYom, Yom Echad. So you say on the first night, Yom Echad.
Ken. Why? Why is Prophet telling us Ayom Yom Echad?
HaOmer.
because you have to count every day.
Yes, but why is telling us Yom Echad? Where is the Yom Echad?
Instead of Yom Rishon.
Ah, voilà. Je peux dire Yom Rishon. Quand c'est Rishon. Echad.
You gotta say Yom Shayim, you say Yom Sheni.
Why?
Yom Echad, Yom Shayim, or Yom Rishon, Yom Sheni. That's the Yom Echad. Yom Sheni. Yeah. I'm saying if you say Echad, Shayim, Shalom, before you say Rishon, Sheni, Shlish, that's the sense of change.
Well, you're saying the first day celebrations. After the first day, all the days are included.
Yom Yom.
Right? I mean, that's.
In Bereshit, it was, he said Rishon Yom
I'm
Echad.
saying that the sages, the Mepharshim say that on the first day, all the days were inside of that first day, and everything was a dissemination.
Yes. So it said Yom Echad in Bereshit.
Yeah.
What happened here? Why?
Because we are fixing the 7 key.
So the key
This is the 6th light of Bereshit. Which are the 7 kings? So all this period of the Sefirat HaOmer, it's about the 7 kings.
The 7 kings. So I don't appreciate it as much. I think.
Avida Vidalet? Yechaven.
יכוון בשם נדב.
Yes, Mav.
For Moses, Bereshit, Tibot, Tefillah, Ana, Koach.
They say you have to, when you say Anabikoach, you have to think about the name with 42 letters, which is basically the Rashi Tevot of Anabikoach. Agitat, Rasatan, and so on. Donc vous pensez au Rashi Tevot de Anabikoach. So you have it in your Siddur, just follow. You have it here, vous avez ici.
Shavua Aleph,
Shavua Rishon, yes.
Tikkun,
Tikaven.
Tikaven, twice, Tikaven, Hashem HaRishon, Shehu, whatever name.
Avgitat. Anabikoach, Gildat, Yimchat, Tirtiron.
V'tevit chalku, וזה ימי השבוע הכי, וזה
Yes.
האופים.
Ofen. So basically, all the first week will be connected to the first name of Anabikoach, Avgitat. You connect it to all the week. And you have to connect this to all the week. How do you do?
Ot Aleph, the Leil Rishon.
So Ot Aleph is for the first night. So the first night you fit Aleph of Avgitat.
Ot Bet, the Leil Sheni.
So second letter for the second night.
Ot Gimel, the Leil Shelishi.
Yes, and so on.
Ot Yed, the Revi'i.
Yeah.
Ot Tet, the Leil Shelishi.
Yeah.
Tzadik, the Leil Shishi.
Mhm.
Kol HaShesh Ot Otiot, Atzmam, Delilah, Shevii.
So this is actually the seventh day where you think about all the name in total. It's like this. HaOmer. Et c'est un gros cible bleu. Non. Non.
I could tackle him too.
Give it to you.
Is that Leitikun? Leitikun? The first hey, Leitikun? The last one before hey.
Tu as trouvé avec Shimon?
Hey.
Non.
Leitikun?
Non, c'est pas trop.
Leitikun?
Ah, tu vois. C'est Charles.
Leitakim. When we're here.
Ça a été chaud.
Ah, attends.
I'll show it to you tomorrow. So yes, every single day of the week, you think one letter among the six letters, and the seventh day you think about all the names.
This is just while you're saying another card, not when you're counting saying the bracha itself.
What do you mean?
Like let's say the first day.
So what do you mean?
So it's when you're saying another card, that's when you think about the other, right? It's not
Why do you want to think about it in the bracha?
Baruch atah, and you're thinking Aleph.
Why?
You say HaOmer,
Why in Ata?
I don't know, because you're counting and it's like, you know, we have in mind Dela, let's say on the first day.
You go for. You have to believe with an Abekor. There's not an Abekor Kavanot in the Ata.
Right.
So it's just to keep it. And Rabbi Mordechai.
Okay. Gam Tov Dam Leketen.
Lechaven.
Lechayen.
Lechaven.
Lechaven.
Chavana.
And then was it the mitzvah time?
Memtet 49.
It's 49th day. Yamin, Alav Le Tikin. Kol Asher Tetach Azeh.
Azahin.
Hazayin Sfirot.
So I say it's good that every single day of the 49 days, you think about fixing all the damage you create or you brought on the Sefirot, which are the Kinui of Hashem, it's his names. So you have to think all this time about fixing the damage you made on the Sefirot. Vous avez pensé aux dommages que vous avez fait aux Sefirot. Tomorrow we'll see which week corresponds to which Sefirah, to which king, and to which kind of sins. We're going to see it tomorrow. Ken Rabbi Mordechai.
Vehamashal.
Hamashal.
Vehamashal. Bazeh. Vehabu Tav.
Biyoto.
Beyutu. Beshavua. Aleph. Aleph. Kevin. Late Tikin et Asher Takak
Chata.
Chata, Be, Pegam, Sefirot, Hesed.
So, c'est for example, les mashal. Par exemple, you have to think on the first week of the Sefirat HaOmer to fix what you damage in the Sefira of Chesed. Tu dois penser à réparer ce que tu as mis dans la Sefira de Chesed. Yes.
Be, Shavua, Bet, Yekiven,
Yichaven.
Yechaven, Me Tiken, Et, Asher, Chata, Be, Badam, Sfirot, HaGevorot, Uken, Al, Derek, Za, Bazan.
Zain, Shavua. So basically, on the second week, you think about the damage you brought on the Sefira de Gvura. Deuxième semaine, tu penses à la Sefira que tu as fait dans le dommage que tu as fait dans la Sefira de Gvura. Tomorrow, we're going to see the details of the sins. Like this, you know which weeks you will have to be focused according to the summary of your last year. What did you damage? Selon le résumé de votre année dernière que vous avez endommagé. And I say, he said like this, you do every single weeks till Shavuot. Abishai.
Là, Haïti, c'est nourri des nourrissales. Makpi, les Zahir, Nihot, Thomas, après Sefirat, HaOmer.
Sefirat.
Sefirat, HaOmer. Mizmor, Elohim, Yechanim, Yechanim, Kolo, Neomer, Mechaber, Bechol Yom, Vayom, Min, Memtet, Yamim, Betibat,
Betevat.
Betevat, Alef, mais Memtet, Tibat, Sheyesh, Tibot, Sheyesh, Bazé, Mizmor.
So see what's happened. Other minhag we get from the Ari Shulchan Aruch. It's like this. When you have finished to count, you have to say the Mizmor Ye Elohim Yicholenu. This is the Mizmor in the menorah. Tu as fait le Mizmor qui est dans la menorah juste après. Why? Because in this Mizmor, you have 49 words. Tu as 49 mots. So each word is connected to one day. So I said, when you say it, you have to say it standing. So which brings us to how do we count? Ce qui nous amène à comment on compte. We hold like this, on fait comme ça. When it's a shkia, at shkia time, exactly, you have to say Ayom. Exactly. So if you do the kavanot, the bracha till you arrive to Ayom, it can take you 20 minutes. You start before. So at the Shkia, you have to say Ayom Yom. So what do we do also? We have to pray Arvit before. The pray Arvit avant. So meaning, at the Shkia, I say Ayom. But before I start to count, Netila. Wash your hands.
Wow. I've never seen people wash their hands before.
Wait, but if we do, just like, let's say, for example, here, we're going to do Mincha, and then we're going to do Mincha, and then we're going to do Arvit, and then we wash our hands before Mincha, right? We don't have to wait for
Well, you have this. I'll make it simple. You want to count Sfira, you wash first. Don't connect it to Mincha. It's
Okay.
two different
So we would
mitzvot.
do Mincha and Arvit, and then go wash.
No.
No. Do what you want before Mincha, Arvit. You want to wash your hand before Arvit, wash. What before Mincha, wash. Well, don't do what you want. Sefirat HaOmer, before you start, you wash your hands. And after, every time you were standing, we are saying the midbracha, we're standing facing Mizrach.
With the bracha?
What?
No netilat yadayim. Ani and I had, right?
It depends what you hold. If you hold like Rabbi Nechemia Kane,
Right.
it depends. So what's happened when you face when you count, you have to face Mizrach and standing. Don't be sitting or anything like that.
Is that meaning the Betamikdash or the Mizrah? If we're in
If you're in Yerushalayim, it's Bet HaMikdash. If you're in Bet HaMikdash, it's Bet HaMikdashim. And after, when you finish to count, when you're counting, try to be focused, not to have your mind going here and there. Think about the teshuvah of the day and the damage you may have done on the same sira. Donc en fait, on se lave les mains avant de commencer à compter. On fait face à l'est et à la shkia, on dit HaYom. C'est-à-dire on a commencé à compter un peu avant pour ceux qui ont les kavanot. Ça veut dire qu'il faut avoir prié mincha et arvit avant. Try to be makpid. Yes.
Rabbi, il y a une petite question, je ne suis pas 100% clair dans le Vav et tout ça. Après que tu dis... ouais,
À la
Vav.
Chavav, ok.
Ouais, parce que après que tu dis Mizmor Elohim Chonenu, et puis il dit que tu dois penser de chaque jour avec tous les jours là, dans les 49 jours et tout ça. Est-ce que tu dois penser de Aleph, c'est Betiva Aleph? Comment la dernière ligne là?
Echad, dans un des
Echad.
mots, one of the words of the
Oh.
of the 49. So the word of the day.
Par exemple, est-ce que vous pourriez...
You have to take your siddur and write the number of the words on the bottom. You say, Lamnatia Mizmor, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. And like this, you know which day, when you finish the Mizmor, you go back on the word of the day. You think about this day.
Like, for example, premier jour would be Lamnatia.
You see? I put the numbers. Je mets les numéros.
Laisse-moi zoomer un peu. Une seconde. Ah, ouais, c'est ça, je voulais. Ouais, c'était ça, je voulais pas faire.
Be backpeed.
Ouais. Donc, par exemple, là, le premier jour would be Lamnatia.
No, c'est 49 words.
Let's pay down.
Yeah.
It's not for sale.
I know.
They burn you up if you start to occasion.
You get it?
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bro, let me borrow that blue suit.
It's too strong for you. It's too strong. Nita and this is too strong, man. Too strong. The street been calling this studio, seriously.
I can fly. Baby, the meantime.
גם מתחבר לאות אחד מן האותיות שיש בפסוק נסמכו ללמוד וכו'. וזה מספר אותיות.
No, it's about Anamikwa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
וזה מספר אותיות המ"ט של הפסוק נסמכו.
It's not the same. It's talking about E. Talking about E. You have to count it by yourself.
No, we were talking about on the.
Yeah.
We're gonna show.
Okay, you want that? Oh, yeah.
Back there where you were looking for.
Yeah.
That's the same we were talking.
No, mine was more. It was. You will see tomorrow. I think maybe it's at all. It's like you have a week. You have one major letter of Anabekwa that you have to think on each day, and it's done in the way that you understand what you really means. Yes, Rabbi Benjamin Mechila. Yeah.
גם אחד מהמ"ט אותיות שיש בפסוק נסמכו לעלמות וכו'. וזה מספר אותיות המ"ט של הפסוק נסמכו וכו', כדי שלא תטעה בהם. תיבת לאומים חסר ו', תשפוט מלא ו', לשאול מלא ו'.
So which you have this pasuk? Yeah, you laisse pasuk vous?
Tehillim.
Ismechu veranenu.
Yeah, no one.
So how do you do?
It was just saying, make sure that you notice that it's missing. It's the first, the little limb is missing a vowel, then the other two are connected. It's going to Michelle now.
That's why we have it in red here, see?
Wait, but in my one,
You see the red?
Yes.
What do you think about this? The red here, c'est rouge ici et ici.
wait, in my scissor, I have the vowel for Michelle. It's, I don't have it in this book.
So you make a sign. You make a sign.
Wait, but he's saying
כי מספר אותיות, המ"ט של הפסוק, ישמחו וכולי, כו', כדי שלא תטעה בהם. תיבת לאומים חסר ו', ומשפט תשפוט מלא ו'.
yeah, here it doesn't have. So it gives it away.
תשפוט
This spot is missing a vowel.
לאומים. That's why you have to have your tools.
But this is just for Sefirat, right? When we say on a regular day, we do say that. It's supposed to be.
I'll send you a picture.
The name is supposed to be Pesah. The name is Pesah. It's not from the Shah.
Why is doing like that? Because when you are in the middle pasuk, meaning this one with the middle branch and the base of the menorah, quand tu es dans la pasuk du milieu, qui est la base du milieu et qui est la branche du milieu et la base, you have to count each letter, not the word. You see? Because when you count the word, you have 49 with only the 3 branches. But when you count only the middle axe and the base, you have 49 letters. Exactly. That's why we had and we removed. Send the picture. 1 second. I know that. Donc, quand en fait, tu fais sur la Mnatia, les mots des 3 branches à gauche à droite, ça fait 49 mots. Mais la branche centrale et la base, ils font 49 lettres.
Mais tu fais comment? Parce que chaque jour, tu lis un mot de ce lamnatsear.
Tu dois faire la kavana des 2.
C'est-à-dire que tu lis un et après,
La kavana du mot, après tu lis la kavana de la lettre.
de la lettre de chaque...
Regarde les.
Ah, des lettres rouges là, ok.
Yeah, yeah.
You saw the teaser,
I
right?
seen it. I feel like he reworked the voice even better or something. He touched the voice better. Maybe that, yeah.
I thought you were on the phone in the beginning, no?
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I said. It was like retouched again.
Okay. I was shocked. I was
They,
like,
they prefer to train it to you.
he hasn't marketed. He hasn't marketed. What do you want? I'm working.
So you see, look at the screen. The pasuk basically on the top, you don't count them. Lamnatser Mizmor, you don't count them. They are the flames. On les compte pas. You start Elohim. That's why he sent the halacha Mizmor Elohim. He doesn't say Lamnatser. Say Elohim is the Aleph. The même tête will be Afse Aretz. You see, Aretz, it's Nun. Vous voyez, le Aretz, c'est Nun, 50.
Ouais.
After, when you finish to say all your Tehillim, you just go back in the middle pasuk to count the 50, the même tête letters. Tu repars au mieux pour que les 49 lettres. You see? Ismechu, Aleph. And after Sela, même tête. And you have to add this vav and this vav to have the number. Vous devez rajouter ce vav et ce vav pour avoir le numéro.
Je suis pas clair. Je suis pas trop clair. Est-ce que vous pourriez réexpliquer encore? Est-ce que
tu n'as pas compris?
Ok, par exemple, le Yismeru, quand tu retournes pour faire le Yismeru, c'est juste dans la 49e jour, n'est-ce pas? Juste dans la
Non, non, every day. Je vous dis, voilà comment vous faites. How you do. You finish to you count, you say, c'est là. Every time you say, you read the number, c'est là. Zayin. לדעת בארץ דרכך בכל גויים ישועתך יודוך עמים אלוהים יודוך עמים כולם. So I know that I'm Yutet here, right? After I will be in the middle, so you have two options. Are you cut now the 49 letters, or you do it at the end by going by Belachash by yourself? Soit vous les comptez maintenant, ou soit vous le redites après en comptant dans votre tête. How I do it now. Mean that I mix the count of the 49 letters, the count of the 49 words. Yes. So now I stop at 19. Now I start to count the 49 letters. Je sais que je suis arrêté à 19 en termes de mots. Là, je commence les 49 lettres. So what do you say? Ismechu, Piraneno, Leomim, Kitishpaota, Amim, Mishol, Lomim, Baret, Antrem, c'est là. I know that I did. 49 letters, je sais, j'ai fait 49 lettres. After I continue, words, Lamed Zain, 37. Eret Natai voulait Bachem Elohim, the meaning that you cannot do it fast, you have to do it slowly. Take your time. Prenez votre temps. After, Halacha Zain, it's for me. No, forget it. So next halacha, it's a page Nun Zain. Halacha is Nun Zain. Let's say 10 minutes after we go the letters. Nun Zain. Inyan ha'alel bechol hamoed ubeyom tov ha'acharon benivaya besof hasman. So about the halel during all the days Pesach, we'll see it in the last sign. Next halacha Aleph. יכוון שנעשה השימוך הזה בזין ימי הפסח ונתבטלה אחיזת החיצונים. You have to think that the 7 days of Pesach, you are protected and the power of the klipot on you is removed. Vous pensez que pendant les 7 jours de Pesach, vous êtes protégé et que les 7 jours, pendant les 7 jours, l'allaitement de la klipot, elle est enlevée. Et נשארת מעליו, היא נשארת מעליה מכאן ואילך כל ימי השנה. ולכן לא נסתוו על אכילת חמץ או שאור אלא בזה ימי הפסח. So it's basically so important, it's so important that the way you will succeed to remove klipa from your soul during the 7th day of Pesach, the 8th day of Pesach, will be kept like this all the year. Si tu arrives à déconnecter la clipa de ta neshama pendant les 7 jours de Pesah, toute l'année, la clipa, elle va être loin déconnectée. That's why the halacha of not eating chametz, it's only on the Pesach time, not other. It means that day we are very specific. There is no day like them in the year. Il n'y a pas de jours comme eux. La foi de ces jours-là, il marche sur toute l'année. Works on all the years.
So if we have the HaOmer, why do we need a Kohen Moed?
Because for us, the HaOmer is not mourning. For us, HaOmer is dinim. But dinim can be sweet. That's why in the HaOmer, I listen to my music. I have no problem.
Okay, good.
So
No, I always felt it inside. I just didn't have to.
no, we hold, like I said, it's not yeme avelut. It's yeme dinim. It means that there's a certain way you have to behave to handle that dinim. What you have to do, beard, and not to buy new things and all the things what we do. But it's nothing to do with I'm in mourning, I'm like this. No, it's dinim. Dinim exists, but they have been created by incense, by HaShem. So the only way to know how to deal with them, first of all, count them, because dinim they want to feel that they are in the count. Like the guy is here, he start to make. Yeah, forget my brother. You see, he wants to feel that. So we can't to say to him to show to them respect, because that's we're gonna
About the beard?
yeah.
We don't put hair, we don't.
It's very the thing where they leave you alone. It's their thing more than all.
That's the main thing in HaOmer.
Yeah.
Even though it's Rabbi Meir on Shabbat, he told me that the HaOmer is like it's din, but it's also chesed.
Yeah.
He said, you even have a wedding, it's just we took on like as the Meir
Yeah.
He was like, good.
Of course.
He was saying, listen to music in your ears, no problem. Don't listen in public because we took it on. But he was like, really, you could, no problem.
We are better. No, it's not a deal for us. We have no problem. No
No,
problem.
they do that. They do
We
that.
know that it's din, but it's not mourning. Din can be the best way ever to achieve a higher level, because Baal Teshuvah go higher than the tzaddik. Me personally, I like the time of HaOmer. It's the time I feel the best. Life is good, it's sweet. No, it's okay. Like he said to him, but listen, this way, because people they are all day.
No, it's like the end of the world. So what about like having like wine and meat?
It's not a problem.
So for some people they do, unless you do a siyum, you can't do it. You never heard that? You never heard that? You have to do a siyum. That's all.
We all learn in the 3 weeks.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. 3 weeks.
3
I'm
weeks.
confusing.
Yeah, few weeks.
But I gotta go to the
Yeah.
the holy white.
Yeah.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Soon. We're going to tie your hands behind your back.
Donc, Bezrat Hashem. Donc, il dit, וזוהי התשובה שהשיבה רשב"י לרבי אלעזר בנו. So this is the answer that Rabbi Shimon gave to his son when he asked him, so if matzah is so important, why we don't eat matzah all the year? He said, no, only the 7th day, because the 7th day of Pesach, we are over the time. If you do it properly, if you Pesach properly, you will see your year will be sweet. So what's happened to people? What are the system trap people? First of all, to do a mitzvah, you agree with me that you need to be a simcha.
Yeah.
Right? Mitzvah be'avelu, it's not mitzvah. It's a sort to do a mitzvah, not to be happy. C'est-à-dire, regarde comment le système il se bloque, il vous bloque. Pour faire une mitzvah, bishma, il faut être besimcha. I will tell you, now it's morning. Hey. I'm in Pesah, it's Chol HaMoed. I start to count my HaOmer. You want to put me in the din mode? Let me be happy.
So the Marocains, you get something with the moon.
Yeah.
Like, Nafkano, we party.
What if the beard doesn't make you happy?
Huh?
What if growing a beard doesn't make you happy?
This is what they want to make people think. But Dafka, it's opposite for us. When you see a beer on the face, we call it the crown, the halo of holiness.
Okay, you know what? It's connecting to the organs.
Yes. The halo of holiness. You see it on someone. You see it. You're beautiful. And based on that, they say, no, it's morning. No, attends. Premier problème, first problem. If you tell me it's morning, what will be my state of mind when I will be counting my HaOmer? Sad. But that's true, to be servant du Torah. It's a mitzvah. Be happy. Zrizut. I watch my head. Baruch atah HaYom. Yes. This is on the purpose. And if you do it properly, you are happy. You do your things. The HaOmer is the best time ever. Because they are in kind of mourning, they return themselves from Shtuyot. So the world is clean. People are here. They try to okay, it's dinim. You like it. It's a good best moment. People are good. I like it.
Ashkenazi Shiva, you feel like you're just like pulling a coffin down the hall. Remind you.
That's what I'm saying. It's good for us because now you can be in sync, right? And you don't have to watch your eyes so much. You know everyone's behaving. No one's
Okay, good.
everyone's behaving because they're like in mourning, but actually we're just in sync. Being like, yeah, everything's easy now. Yeah, because we have that mitzvah. We have one mitzvah a day that we have to do, and if you get that, the whole day is fixed and the whole year is fixed. So it's like,
it's easy. It's almost easier.
Yeah.
Just count the HaOmer and you just did.
It's like be happy.
Every day.
Be happy. It's such a great mitzvah, all this time, not only you fix your year, you fix your intelligence, you fix your reason, you fix your wisdom, you give to yourself shefa.
You have to be in the meaning when you can.
No.
So you can do it on.
Of course.
You wake up in the morning and just kind of make sure you just did it.
No, that's Shia.
But some people hold like
if you miss, but
we still say with the bracha.
We don't forget to eat pizza every day, right? So how can we forget to count? It's like breathing. You will see, we'll do like no one will forget because we'll start the limit early. Boom, you count. And it's good to come with your wife. Go back home. Yeah, that's why I give you a time.
Go back home.
Go back home, tuck open, you start, you come.
They need, it's no future.
So I remember they don't do the kavanot.
What?
In Sefirat HaOmer, they don't do the kavanot.
I don't know what they're holding about that. They do in the Shemitah, I think they do, because it's a kavanot, you don't cross them over time. So if you don't
I mean for the Sefirat HaOmer, yeah. I mean like even when it's not Shemitah, like in Shacharit, they don't do kavanot, right?
When they count in Shacharit?
No. If I remember rightly, when they're doing regular Shacharit, in the David or whatever, they don't do the kavanot. And then when it comes to the counting the HaOmer, that's when they do the full like 1 hour. If I remember.
Yeah, because all the time of the normal year when it's not Shemitah, all Tishri and all Nisan we don't do kavanot, we pray Shat.
Right.
But we just do the kavanot of the Sefirat. So. Like Rabbi Shimon Rabbi Elazar, כל ימות השנה על איסור חמץ ושאור. הלכה ב', I'll read fast, David. It's like this. שחל יום טוב באמצע השבוע, אז הוא דומה לערב שבת. What does it mean? No, he's talking about פרצופים. It said if Yom Tov falls in the middle of the week, si Yom Tov c'est au milieu de la semaine, what you succeed to do in the prayer of Arvit is the same level as Shabbat, meaning Nukva, she's rising up from the Klippa. Because we only know that Nukva disconnect the leg from the Klippa when it's Shabbat. But say, you know what, if Yom Tov, it's in the middle of the week, it's happened also. Gimel. Donc, il dit en fait, quand la Yom Tov, ça tombe au milieu de Shabbat, ça tombe au milieu de la semaine, c'est comme Shabbat, c'est-à-dire que la nouvelle se déconnecte de la Klippa. Avat Shechal Yom Tov, במוצאי שבת, אז ביום השבת הוא ערב יום טוב. עליו עלו זונה למעלה והתאה במוצאי שבת, שהוא יום טוב, נגרעה הערתו, ולכן אומרים ותודיענו וכבב בסוד הבדלה, קדושת שבת לקדושת יום טוב. But if יום טוב, it's מוצאי שבת, Yom Tov, Yom Shabbat, we are not considering that it's going up because we are in the level of Shabbat and now we go down the level of Yom Tov. That's why we have in the Havdalah between Shabbat and Kodesh de Kodesh. We say that we lose something, on perd quelque chose. On a perdu quelque chose qu'on fait cette Havdalah-là. Halakha Dalet. C'est dit comme ça. Ve'im ou lefer. כי חל יום טוב בערב שבת, אז כבר עלה ביום טוב שהוא ערב שבת, ואינו חסר לו רק ששעתה בלילה שבת, ותוסף בו תוספת. תוספה, if יום טוב it's ערב שבת, we have no loss, il n'y a pas de perte. It goes up, and Shabbat will take with him Yom Tov. All this is big cause to... For people who understand, who do the kavanot, to know how you have to pray, which parts of you build, how do you build them, yes or not. It's a whole different way to have the concept of your tefillah. If Yom Tov and Shabbat be after one each other, before that, because it means a lot. I quit Shabbat, I go to Yom Tov. It's not like I quit Shabbat, I go to Chol. It's not like I was in Chol, I go to Shabbat, or I was in Yom Tov, I go to Shabbat. All this, it's a whole system.
So this year is really high because Yom Tov is on Shabbat.
Yeah. It's almost like, how do we, I mean, I know it's like, it happened every so many years, but it's like, Shabbat is like, it's very high, you know? So, how much of an influence does Pesach really have this year?
It's like we said here, comme on a dit ici, we have no temple, but when we are in the Makif, we still have the aspect of the inner of the external.
Yeah.
So it seems to be that even inside of Shabbat, we still have some things to fix. That's why sometimes you have Shabbat, Pesach, Shabbat, Agadol, Shabbat, Sukkot. All these Shabbatot, they are a whole system by themselves. And sometimes on each period, they need the light of Pesach to come with them to fix some aspect or something.
So can I learn it out by saying like Shabbat itself is perfect, but the aspect of ourselves that may not be able to connect to the perfection of Shabbos, Hashem puts Pesach, puts Rosh Hashanah, puts Sukkot in that frame so we can fix that aspect of ourselves and connect to Shabbat.
Yes. Because actually, what is higher, Shabbat or Yom Tov?
Shabbat, no question.
It depends from where we look at. In some aspect, it's Yom Tov.
Really?
In some aspect, it's Shabbat.
But like we said, Yom Tov, it's only Hag, Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot. Not Rosh Hashanah and Sukkot. So
Yes.
that aspect, you can see that, yes, it's really, really high also. Those
You say Shabbat is higher than Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. This is not Deraisa.
Say that, I'm just saying that they don't have the same aspect than Yom Tovim.
No, they don't. They're not in there. It's not
No,
Deraisa.
the question, how Yom Tov can be higher than Shabbat? We saw it before.
Seems like it's impossible.
We studied it.
From Peshatim perspective, it's like impossible.
What is Yom Tov?
It's like this. In terms of Ma'ala, meaning that from the bottom to the top, Shabbat is higher. Why? because you disconnect the clipper and you go up. But in terms of to drain down, Yom Tov is higher because it's only Yom and only Tov, Yom Shekulo Tov.
Yeah, but you draw it down because you can't go up like you can in Shabbat.
No, it's mean that you don't need to go up. Let's say you're in the middle of the week, it's Yom Tov. What's up? It's like Shabbat. It's that the Yom Tov has the power to transform in level of Shabbat every single day of the week. He said, so we say it in the Halacha. Mean that you are Ramadan Wednesday, it's Pesach, but that night, it's Shabbat. The Shabbat have no power to create Yom Tov in the other days of the week. So Yom Tov is higher. So what happened? Basically, Shabbat is in Malchut. Yom Tov is in Zah. Zah has no problem with Klippa. You don't need to care about disconnecting my feet from the Klippa.
Okay. I'm just like this talking out. Okay, so for sure from that aspect, but like from the Zah and Nukva perspective, the Zah and Malchut, the Kli that's built to receive Zah during Yom Tov requires a lot of pre-planning, pre-building. As for Shabbat,
the Kli to?
The Kli to receive that Zah on the Yom Tov.
Yeah.
It requires some pre-preparation. Some, whether it's the month of Elul, the first days of Nisan, some building blocks. As with Shabbat, you just walk into it. You're just there.
No, it depends. For example, how I can just explain. On Yom Tov, I leave my Chag and I have the right to do many melachot.
Yeah.
For Ochel Nefesh. Meaning I'm allowed to cook.
Yeah.
Shabbat I cannot. Meaning that I have less blockade. I'm not blocked Yom Tov like I'm blocked on Shabbat. Ochel Nefesh means that I can cook.
Yeah, but the light of Yom Kippur is so high, we have to restrict ourselves in certain ways to receive that light.
But Yom Kippur is the mix of the both, of Yom Tov and Shabbat. Because it's called Shabbaton, and it's not, if it's not Shabbat, it's called Yom Tov. Now, Yom Tov is like the aspect of masculine. It's like, you don't need to do all these things to disconnect, to feel, it's Yom Tov, it's happening. Yeah. Shabbat, we say it's because we are in the Olam Hazeh, and we see the difference.
The world was created with Shabbat.
With Yom Tov.
That's a whole different thing.
Yom Tov.
Yom Tov too, the firmaments. And,
no, before the creation of the world, we had some Chagim. When Adam Arishon, because Adam Arishon, he was born, he was 13.
He did Pesah.
He
told his sons to bring korbanos. That's what the whole,
exactly. So it was.
That's how they got into a fight.
It was before Shabbat. C'était avant Shabbat. Yom Tov, to see the mal of Yom Tov, just keep in your ear. Yom Tov. What is the code for the stage to talk about Geula Shlema? Yom Shekulo Tov.
Okay. This could be a support to what you're saying. When Hashem created the world, he started with Yom Tov. He saw that it was good, and so it was the days itself before we even got to Shabbat.
Yeah. That's why we dress, we smell good. We eat good food.
Colombo, I remember, like a few years ago, I was like walking, and I was just like, I just woke up early, I was going to the mikveh or whatever, and go back to my place. I was just like dressed like really down. My shirt was out, the whole thing. And the rabbi, have you been to Dashitsky's before? You guys been to Dashitsky's? No?
No.
Anyway, it's like a big Hasidic place over in places well. And the Rosh Hashiva, the big Hasidic Rebbe, I was walking, he stopped. And he like, I just went home and changed my clothes. Oh, you guys aren't into that stuff. That world, this was like big deal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, okay, it's finished. Siman Tatzag, finish the Alchol. Même Tet Yamim, during the 49 days, pendant les 49 jours Elul, Lo Aya Morizala, Megalea Rosho, Et là, Berev Pesah ou Berev Chag HaShavuot. So say, what is the aspect of dinim what we talk about? C'est quoi le dinim dont on parle pendant les 49 jours, during the time of the HaOmer? Tzar Kadosh wasn't shaved at all. Not the hairs of the head, not the beard, from the day before Pesach to the day before Shavuot. And sometimes if Shavuot fall, let's say Motzi Shabbat, we don't shave till after Shavuot. If Shavuot, it's Motzi Shabbat, so you will shave on Shabbat. Because you have to shave the Erev Shabbat, the Erev Shavuot.
It's here to say that don't start to shave at Lag BaOmer.
No,
Wait until Shavuot.
we don't shave at Lag BaOmer, Chas v'Shalom, and we don't shave at Rosh Chodesh, Chas v'Shalom.
Some people do.
Many people do.
The whole holiday.
Yeah.
Because we cut for Shavuot.
We cut for Shavuot, but if Erev Shavuot is Shabbat, we trap. We wait after. So, like last year, I think it was like that.
You cut before Pesach.
Yeah, before Pesach, you nothing to cut here. So just make something. You make the lines. Okay, let's go. T'as dit quoi?
J'attends jusqu'à Pesach.
Copiteuse. So we don't cut. This is the way to handle the dinim. C'est vraiment de gérer les dinim. After. Shimon, il m'a pris ça dans ce sens-là. Donc il dit comme ça.
J'ai pas fait exprès ça.
Ah, il n'y a pas la photo dans. I will read. Bet. Velo haya megalear lo beyom Rosh Chodesh. Alachabet. He wasn't shaved not at Rosh Chodesh. Yeah. Velo beyom Lag BaOmer. And not the Lag BaOmer. Et pas Lag BaOmer non plus. Il se rasait ni à là ni à là. Mais Shum Ofen. Sous aucune condition. Nothing could bring him to do that at that moment.
That denim was so strong.
You have to. It's like, no, you know what? When you're in the military base and the stand as well like that, another the general is passing in the rank inspection. Oh, you like this? And you check. This is the dinim. So if something is missing, soldier.
If you have certain things, certain flaws, certain blemishes within you yourself, that the light of the beard could protect you from the devil.
Not only that, it gives you strength. This is the beard of Ari Rampin. This is the Yud Gimel Tikune Tikna, connected to the 13 way to Doresh la Torah. The Torah, it's everything. That beard is so special. So if you keep in your beard, all over after over, it's like a shield, like it's a shield, knowledge, wisdom, mituk.
So isn't the hair on top of the head?
Huh?
Isn't hair on top of the head Gevurah?
No, they are Gevurah. No, they are Gevurah. Huh?
What is on the top of the head?
They basically, we don't keep them, no matter if they are chesed or Gevurah. The purpose is you have to shave them. After they are dinim, that's why they have to be the access from the klipa to go up to you. Like that. Halacha Gimel. Même tet yemei HaOmer, hem yemei adin. You see, din, not avelut. The 49 of Omer, they are day of din, c'est des jours de din. Not morning, pas de deuil. Ou, bebeu yom lag, la Omer, אז הוא בבחינת רחמים. But when we achieve the lag, it starts to be rachamim, meaning that dinim is still there, but now we brought sweetness inside. We're going to see tomorrow how that sweetness will be brought with the story of Rabbi Akiva's student. We're going to study it in the Shah Kavanot. Dalet, lag laomer asur be'esped be'ta'anit u'be'nefilat apayim. On lag baomer, you are not allowed to do mourning, to do fasting, or to do נפילת אפיים, ביעבור. You have to be happy. It's Rabbi Shimon's day. But not everybody has the level to be happy.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold
yeah.
It's not Yom Tov, but it's really high level.
No, it's not Yom Tov. You have no kiddush.
Just happy.
For the mitu kadim, the dinim becomes sweet. Hey, minag shenagu Israel, the minag of Israel, alechet beyom lag baomer, le kivrei Rashbi. It's the minag to go to the lag baomer kivrei Rashbi, and Rabbi Eliezer beno, asher kvurim be'ir Meron, they are buried in Ir Meron, be'ochlim, be'shotim, be'eat, be'drink, smechim sham, we're happy there. אני ראיתי למורי זלה, I saw הרי הקדוש, רבי שמעון is already in Lag BaOmer since this morning.
I don't know why. Just came to me this music this morning.
You go to Maroon?
I think
I was there last year.
so that's over there.
Last year was a bit crazy.
Not only for like BaOmer.
ראיתי למורי זלה, שעלה לשם, I saw הרי הקדוש going there. il est parti לדבר על הקדוש. פעם אחת, one time, ביום ל"ג בעומר, הוא וכל אנשי ביתו, him and all his family, בזכות הפמי, וישב שם 3 ימים, he stood there 3 days. How? Because it was Shabbat. ל"ג בעומר was Shabbat. And he arrived on Friday, and he left on Yom Rishon.
Where was he 3 days?
In Meron.
Oh, wow.
It's happened before 3 years. I think I did it once. I didn't know what did it once. I think the year I left, it was like this, and they went and stood 3 days. It's like the same configuration. So it's the same configuration.
Last year was Thursday night.
Yeah.
We were here.
ואנשי ביתו וישב שם 3 ימים ראשונים של השבוע, c'est 3 les 3 premiers jours de la semaine. והיה פעם הראשונה שבאה ממצרים. It was the first time when he went, he came from ארץ חם, from מצרים. אבל אין אני יודע אם אז היה בקיא ויודע חוכמה זו הנפלא שהשיג. But I don't know if when he went to Meron the first time he arrived from Egypt, if he had the level he achieved after. Why would you say that?
But how did Rabbi Yitzhak knew that? Because he wasn't known at that time.
You don't understand what he's saying. What is he là?
What is he saying?
He knew he knew the Kadosh when he first came to Meron and then went back to Egypt already. He knew it.
He went back to Egypt.
Yeah, where is it?
When
When he just came. But one time he came to Meron for the Halakha Feston and went back to Egypt.
It was
Before
he never went back to Egypt. Once he left, he left.
Le livre que je vous avais passé là, il dit qu'il était venu pour le Halakha de son fils.
Il était parti de Tzfat à Meron.
Après, il était revenu en Égypte. Après, il est reparti.
La Halakha, il n'avait pas d'enfant. C'est la première alliée à Meron, c'est qu'elle arrive d'Égypte.
Il est direct à Meron.
So what is he saying? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Why the students take some level to say, no, my master was maybe not at the level I knew he will be after. Comment il se permet de parler comme ça? How can he talk like that?
It sounds like he's saying Maroon brought him down.
Brought him down.
Like brought his Madriga down.
No, it's like the opposite, c'est le contraire.
Wait, maybe he's saying that Ari Kadosh told him that.
No, it's,
He's just making. He's just saying
No.
from my
We see that
understanding.
never
No.
bring him higher.
yes, he's saying that when he are there, get the Hebrew of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. You don't understand. It's like this. I know that now at that moment he get that level, but before, what was his level? I don't know. But he told him one day, you know, my level, I get it. Like Ben Ishchai said, when I went to the Kerben Yom Yada, I was the same. I become Rabbi Yosef Chaim after that. So Rabbi Akadosh told to Rabbi Chaim Vital, my level will never be the same since I went to Rabbi Shimon's graves. So now the question is obvious, not judgmental. He's answering. So I don't know if his level was like this or if it was all about the Hebrew he received. We know the answer. It's all about the Hebrew he received.
He's almost saying like he saw a new level. He didn't know if he was always holding it.
Yes.
He's trying to reconcile with his
But in
own,
in the question is answering to the question, because in the other places he's telling you that Akadosh taught him that everything in Torah is about Hebrew. Don't worry about your level. Just go and get to the grave where you related on or you related with. Get the strength there. So he's telling you that Akadosh was the Gilgul of Rabbi Shimon. That's why by arriving there, laying down, make the Yichot Tempe, you receive that. What we did on Ben Ishchai's graves.
But like, I physically I know, but like, what did we had certain things you were reading? Or?
Yeah, it was we did 4 limud on it, I think. It's a whole thing about the kavanot to do when you're on the graves, or you bitzah, nuk, the chotem, the peh, the light, Eliyahu, Nadav, Avihu, all the things.
Rabbi Perez.
On the cover that's in the, like if you go now to Meron, you see there's this big mesa, and inside they have the Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Elazar. That's not it, right? It's in the cave down underneath.
I'm pretty sure it's not no there, no there.
Right, because I've heard the cave, there's like a nachash that bites people that come in, and like it's a whole thing, like it's impossible to get in.
Have you heard? Have you seen?
No, of course I haven't seen one. I'm here to tell the story.
So go and see. Let us know.
But the Haredim, they pray not on the cave, they direction the forest. So there is maybe something more in this forest.
Well, I know that Rabbi Shimon is at the level of the fathers because of the Gilgul of Adam Arishon. You cannot come close.
Come close to this. So it's not this big thing on
But
the
Dari Akadosh good.
Because this is deep.
Because it's him.
What?
Because it's him. It's the same Shama, so he can go. Right?
No, it's not the place.
Yeah, I'm saying he
No,
can.
he's not
He can
buried
enter,
at
he
that
can-
place.
So it's like two things. I is buried that place, but his grave, when it's like this, because the body of the tzaddik is so holy, they bring it deeper in the earth.
Not just
Not that to let you to go on it and Chaz Shalom.
All the Tzaddikim, Rabbi Akiva, they're all like 60 feet down or something.
I don't know if it's 60. I just know it's deeper.
Yeah, I heard.
You cannot touch it.
Someone I know who took me to the Kavarim in Tiberia, he told me, by the way, like, you can stand on the cover, you can lie on the cover, but like it's so far down and there's barely standing up also. He was like, all of them, they're like so far down, if you dig and dig and dig, you won't get
You
there.
cannot.
Yeah.
It's security.
Yeah.
Why? Because these people come close. So believe me, it's not a million people coming and it's not there.
Yeah.
It's in Meron, yes, but people who knows.
Rabbi Perez.
Yeah.
So with all the crowds now and all the balagan now, is it Indian to go to Meron and like HaOmer with all the craziness?
Never go when there's too many people. I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. So what do we do to do this for this minhag? What we're reading in the halachot?
So we apply what is written in other places. You can get the soul of the tzaddik by lighting a candle in your room.
For some miracles, there will be things like you don't need to go to Kerem Siddiqui, just learn the Torah on the outside.
Yeah.
And learn the Torah, yes.
And
Light the candle.
Like the
and
candle, learn
yeah.
the Torah, draw the same.
The truth is better because you all the references we have in terms of Kvarim, we don't know if even when since the Hakadosh wrote this map of the Kvarim, except this one were really like exposed, like in the forest and so on. Okay, we know that's the place, even if it will be deep in the earth. All the rest, What do I know? Maybe when it was describing, it was a certain place. After people they didn't find, they created another place. They say, no, it's here. So you came, you do your thing.
These different places.
These holy bodies, you cannot come close like this easily. You can have a kiva, you touch it. It's it. But it's deep. But you feel that even if it's deep, he's giving you.
Everyone, I for sure feel it.
Everyone we know, right?
We know, but it's not that big God.
Yeah. I think there's the entrance to the cave where
I don't know where it is. You know about HaShoam.
No, they did a whole article, Jerusalem Post, and the Muslims have the keys to this bottom part.
It smells like mirrors or something. There's a special
no, the whole thing down. And it's a family that's had these keys passed down for I don't know how many years, and they took some people down there. I don't know. Wasn't
just one kid?
No, that's the Jews. They dropped the kid down. These people actually have the keys underground. There's gates underneath Mazmatella that you could go inside and go down. Yeah, they did a whole story about it or whatever, but it's a Muslim family that controls it in their and no one talks. They can let us in if they felt we were righteous. Maybe think us to go up there and would you go down?
Like I know myself, if I move, it's in order to do the right things. I don't lose my time to make tourism. Of course I go. What better death but to die by touching Abraham? I will die by touching Abraham than dying from HaShoam Corona. I don't know why.
No question.
I don't know why we didn't ask you, but maybe we could go to the David to see it for Shabbat.
Which David Amelech?
The real David. Where is he?
Go.
No, you said last year that we could go together.
Like. Don't say we'll go together next year.
No, that's what I'm saying.
One day.
One day. Try to.
Give me a promise.
You have to win the basketball match on the court there,
And you play alone against Murray, Kevin Durant. I bring back O'Brien. If you beat them, okay, I will maybe try to fix it.
But by the way, beside this basketball court, when you go on the wall of your shack, you see this. It's a cemetery, a Christian cemetery. It's all place. It's just crazy.
You see that sometimes I talk with Tzaddik, a Cohen. He's a little bit dirty on him. He's a very nice guy. I mean, know him. You should always work in the restaurant, take the trash and he clean and so on. This Cohen, he did the war of Lebanon. He was one of the heroes of that war. So he was that guy. Like you say, he didn't work. He was injured, and he's supported by the state since then.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
interesting.
So now, in the time of the Lebanon war, so we saw things, we did things that you can even not imagine. And he went so high that he became the personal guard of the King Hussein of Jordan.
Wow.
So when he was coming in Israel, for health issue, he was the one keeping the room. And he knows a lot of secrets about the whole city. Every time when he bless you, bless you as saying, yeah, may the 4 graves, the 7 graves of the kings in the whole city, bless it. So then we talk. Say, how do you hold that we have 7 graves of kings in the whole city? He's not talking about Chaption or Ir David, it's in the whole city. He said, I will show to you. So I give you some information that I've heard once. I said, okay, he said, do you want to go? Let me know. So if I want to, of course you prepare yourself. The purpose is not to die, I want to die, no.
Ready to go. My Lord, that guy.
To prepare yourself to be ready. But we have information. In the old city, you work here. Be careful. It's not, sometimes you don't pay attention. You're sitting on the bottom of your feet. You have a wave of a king. Be careful.
It's dangerous.
Because the whole city is, that's what I heard. There is as much underneath.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
a lot of.
It's 1,000 degrees.
There's access, but we know how to go.
Maybe we could visit our guests one day.
The new Araziti. You have to go deeper. Not that way at the Benishai. Continue a little bit, turn on the left with your car. Just behind like this.
The other side.
Yeah.
Like where we're at time.
No, it's really another cemetery. But you have to continue the road and turn left. It's on the other side. Okay, let's finish. Morizala easy. It's okay. Vav. Rav Yonatan Sagis. Idli. So one of the students who was with them in the time of Kadosh told to Rabbi Chaim Vital. He told him, so I don't have the picture, so just follow me. He told him that העיד לי שבשנת הראשון קודם שלחתי אני אצלו ללמוד עם מוריזלה, שהוליך את בנאו הקטן שם עם כל אנשי ביתו ושם גילחו את ראשו. So you say what you have read. He said when he went to Meron, it was straight after, it was for sure after when he came from Egypt. They say one rabbi told me before the first time I was with him in Meron for like HaOmer, he came few months before to see. It was not in Egypt, he was already in Israel. Il était déjà en Israël. Là, c'est la source. Il dit en fait, il était déjà en Israël et il avait commencé à avoir déjà certains élèves. He started to have some students. For example, the Rav Sagis started to study with Kadosh before Rabbi Chaim Vital.
He's the one who gave the paper. Celui qui a donné après les 10 pages.
Ça, c'est Saroug. C'est Saroug. So he said, this rabbi told him, look, before that, we went another time in Meron, and he did the Chalake. Il a fait la Chalake là-bas. No, Chalake of the sun. When the sun is 3. Or le 3 heures. Je lirai Beno Akatan, the name of the son is Moshe. He's buried just nearby his grave.
Really?
Yeah. If you see Akadosh's grave, see here there's a small. It's written Moshe ben Yitzchak Luria.
Must have seen it.
I mean, I saw it. I just I didn't know. The main grave that's over, you know, the rabbi who did the Lekadoni.
Al-Sheikh. He said, שהוליך בנו בגילחו את ראשו כמנהג הידוע, ועשה שם יום משתה, and he made שמחה and סעודה. זין. גם העיד הרב אברהם לוי, so רבי אברהם לוי, כי בשנת הנזכר עלה גם הוא שם, והיה נוהג לומר בכל יום ברכת תשכון נחם אדוני אלוהינו את אבלי ציון, וגם בהיותו שם אמר נחם ואמר שגרם המדעה אמר לו מוריזלה כי ראה בעקץ את רשב"י על השעון עומד על קברו ואמר לו אמור אל האיש הזה אברהם הלוי כי למה אומר נחם ביום שמחתנו והנה לכן הוא יהיה בנחמה בקרוב ולא יצא חודש ימים עד שמת ולא בן אחד וקיבל על האב את המחומים. So say with the rabbi, it's strange that we give this name, okay, but for the purpose, is Avraham Levi. He did Esfed on the Kever Rashbi on the Lag BaOmer day. And Akadosh saw Rashbi And Rajbi told Rakadosh, tell to his man Avraham Levi that because he did the sped on my graves on the day of our happiness, he will have to do soon a sped in his house. And 1 month after, he lost his kid.
What? Why you tell him that? I thought he did a good thing.
No, a sped is like it's like HaOmer, you start to.
So because he did that, you had to kill him.
Why did that?
For us to learn, maybe something. Peut-être qu'on apprend quelque chose. Donc il dit sur Rav Avraham Levi, parce qu'il a fait sped sur le kever, il lui a Rajbi apparaît sur le kever, il a parlé à Rakadosh. Il sait, Yom Simchatenu, the day of our joys. C'est already one. Rakadosh and Rajbi. על החחת, וכתבתי כל זה להורות כי יש שורש במנהג הזה הנזכר בפרט כי רשב"י עליו השלום הוא מחמישה תלמידי הגדולים של רבי עקיבא ולכן זמן שמחתו ביום ל"ג בעומר. They say, I wrote all these details to let you know how these minhagim are important, to keep our beard, to not to do a sped l"ג בעומר. To be happy on that day and so on. C'est because Rashbi was the bigger among the 5 students of Rabbi Akiva. All this we're going to see in details in Shacharot. Mori izir l'adam echad shelo yele'er likivre Rashbi Rabbi Elazar beno lilmod sham yichidei afilu beyamim shiraglim bnei adam eler sham. ומכל שכן בשאר מקומות שאין בני אדם יושבים שם. So he said, last halacha. If HaKadosh told me, I've heard it from one rabbi, told him, said, don't go to Rabbi Shimon's Bar Yochai and Rabbi Elazar grave when it's not the proper time.
What?
What are the proper time? Yom Ilula or after Chatzot. He said, don't be used to go to graves when it's not the moment, because it's not the place where men have to stay. So he told him to stop to do that. Even if you said, it's Rashbi, no. When it's not after Chatzot and it's not the day of Ilula, klipot haver, shiri haver.
So why people
Oh, Jay. It was a crew. So every caver, Kevin Rockwell, Simone Lasade.
Craziness.
And the people there, a little bit, they're not normal.
Of course, we're crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
how can you stay nearby
Yeah.
to Matmet all day?
All day.
Comment tu ferais rester dans tout Matmet tous
People
les
dropping
jours?
off food.
Yeah. Faut pas.
So after Chatzot.
After Chatzot,
Okay.
or the day of the Ilula. The day of the Lula, you have 3 days before, 3 days after, it can be a week. Okay.
Okay, fair. The week of the Lula.
Yes,
The
but
Don't just go.
don't go. Even Rashbi's grave. I imagine you go to some random rabbi.
Show cover.
Imagine. And we finish on HaOmer, so we're going to see from tomorrow in deep aspect. Donc, we finish on HaOmer, on va demain l'aspect plus deep. So we go now in the Chad Rabbi Akiva, Afsaka, few seconds, few minutes.